Hello, I'm Jenna and I'm the Consultant Clinical Psychologist in Salford Learning Disability Team, and in this part 1 video I'm going to be briefly talking about how to complete the Friendship Workbook. So why have we made this workbook? In Salford, friendships is one of the top priorities for adults with learning disabilities. However, some people with learning disabilities might need help to understand what makes a good friend, how to make and keep friends, and how to set healthy boundaries. They might also need help to learn the skills to build friendships. To help with these things, we've put together a workbook which contains information and activities on friendships. This workbook has been designed for carers to complete with the person they are supporting. Support from carers might include reading the information, checking the person has understood the information or tasks, helping them with how to answer the questions and activities by giving examples, and writing their answers down if the person needs help with this. Ideally, carers will have completed the friendship training with our learning disability team before starting on this workbook. After completing the workbook, it's important that it's kept somewhere the person can access it and can refer back to it and remember what they have learnt with you. As a carer, you may need to prompt the person to review the workbook at future time points. This workbook is written in plain English. It isn't an easy read document. This means that some people with learning disabilities might need more help from you to access the workbook. This might mean you need to rephrase the information to help someone understand or explain some of the more difficult concepts. People might benefit from having symbols or pictures with the information to help them understand. We know that as carers you know what support the person needs best, and so we hope that you can tailor the information to help them understand and complete the workbook. We've included various tips and communication aid examples in the front section of the workbook to help you with this. After completing the workbook, we would really appreciate it if you and the person you are supporting can complete our online feedback forms. The website links and QR codes for these can be found on the last page of the document. There is a survey for carers and also one for people with learning disabilities to complete. By completing these surveys, you will both be helping us to evaluate how effective the workbook is and also help us to think about whether there are any other changes we can make to improve the workbook for future carers and people with learning disabilities. Thank you, and we hope you find this workbook useful. Please watch part 2 for more in-depth information about the contents of the workbook.